Hey everyone, I'm back. It's me, Flipper's Paragraph, with a new review. This time of the 2021 television show, Squid Game. Can you see that? Yes, you can. So, I finally stooped to peer pressure, and thanks to a review from Vivian, thank you, Vivian. Thanks a lot, Vivian. I had to review this show, and guys, it's not that I don't like it. I do a lot, but it's the only thing anyone ever talks about, and it's gotten on my nerves a little bit, to be honest. And yeah, it's a wonderful show. It's a great show. Everybody knows that, but it's so fucking annoying how it's the only thing anybody ever talks about. And equally annoying are those douchebags who are like, oh, I've been watching Korean cinema since 1992, and you're a noob. It's like, shut the fuck up. Let people enjoy what they enjoy. And the reason that I'm kind of like iffy about reviewing this on my channel is because I try to introduce people to new things. That's kind of the point of my channel. That's why I reviewed fucking Alice for my first review, because who's ever heard of Alice by Jens Funkmeyer? And I just wanted to introduce people to new shit. So, not too thrilled to review this one, but still, I'm doing a review for you guys, so I'm thrilled nonetheless. So, Squid Game is a 9-episode television series about a Hunger Games style battle royale that happens in Korea every year, where players compete playing children's games from Korea, and they compete for 46.5 billion won, which I believe is around $38 million. So, yeah. What do I think of the show? I think it's wonderful. I really enjoyed it. I thought there were a lot of really cheesy, really goofy bits, but overall, I enjoyed it quite a bit. So, let's get right into it. So, I'm going to be reviewing the entire season as a whole. I'm not going to be breaking down each episode, although I will say right now, my favorite episode was Gambu, and my least favorite episode was episode 3. So, if you're going to watch the show, skip episode 3. Anyway, the show starts with a really, really weak opening, and it shows these kids playing Squid Game, and it's so lame, and the narration is so overdramatic. I wanted to turn it off as soon as I started it. I was like, oh, fuck, no. I was so irritated and so pissed off by just the fucking one little piece of shit that was that show, and that one little opening of just them playing Squid Game. Because immediately after that, we get into Ji-hun and his life, and it's so fucking interesting. His life is so interesting. Him, like, gambling all his money away, and it's so well done, and it's just, that's so well done. And it's one of the best parts about this show, is the fantastic characters. Like, Ji-hun is great. Sae-byok, my favorite, which is why I got her shirt. Fucking Sang-woo is awesome. Deok-soo is great. My friends have been asking me how I even remember all these names, and I'm like, they're good characters. It's so well written, these characters. Each one has their own little thing. Each one has their own problems. They're all wholly unique from each other. Like, everyone in this show. Sae-byok, Ji-hun, Sang-woo, Il-nam, Deok-soo, I forgot the one, but I know who I'm talking about. I'm just going to look it up really quick, but I know exactly who I'm talking about. Minyo. Yeah, I'll go with that. Minyo. So, all of those characters, they're so well written, they're so likable. Even the most like and Ali was actually my favorite character before he got killed. Sorry, spoilers, but I mean, it's a show about killing. Everybody's gonna get killed. Like, even the most despicable characters are still likable, or at the very least, they're interesting. Like, Sung-woo is one of the most despicable fucking characters on the show, and he is so interesting. Like, I don't care if he's likable or not, I cannot stop watching him, because he is just so well written, and so well thought out. He is just perfect for what he is, and what he does is perfect. Every action is motivated. Every word is motivated. Just, it's perfect. And especially Ji-hun, and especially Sae-byuk, especially Deok-soo. Every single character is so well thought out. Even the side characters, like Player 69, who hangs himself, is just perfect for what he is. Just perfect for what he is. The production design on this show is so good. It's another aspect of it that's so well thought out and so well planned that it's just wonderful to watch. It is so much fun to watch the production design on this show. It is just wholly unique, wholly beautiful. All the costumes, all of the props, like the boxes that they bring out the dead in are wrapped in this like pink bow, and it's this black box made of wood that's wrapped in this pink bow, and it's so well thought out. Between that and their costumes, like the pink guard suits and their helmets, and the frontman and the VIPs, the actual like arenas that they play in, that's like children's playgrounds 99% of the time, is just another aspect that's so good. And it's just so well thought and so well planned and so well managed and so well designed, and took so much art and artistry behind it. It's beautiful, honestly. It's so beautiful, and it's so wonderful to see such good art in these shows. And it's an interesting story. It's a very, very interesting story. But the problem is the story itself is not that unique, which I might get slander for saying. But it's not. It's Hunger Games. It's Battle Royale. It's a lot of different ideas. The only big difference is that they play children's games. And that also applies to the social commentary of the show. It's clever. It's well done. But it's not all that unique. It's not all that original. It's not all that life-changing or all that wholly, like, game-changing or anything like that. It's just social commentary about upper classes and lower classes that's done in a very tired way, but it's done in a clever and but it's done in a very clever and interesting way, so that makes up for the lack of originality. So many good special effects and costumes, man. I already mentioned the costumes, but the sound design in this show is just perfect. It's just amazing. And it's something I forgot to mention in my last requested review, which was Inception, but like sound design plays such a big part, and like between the music, which is like this creepy which is what I was humming when I first got here, like it's been stuck in my head ever since I watched the show. The sound design between the like shooting and the blood splurts and just everything, footsteps, like hand gestures, fucking rustling of the clothes, everything is just mwah. It's just so well done. People fucking, like Deok-soo and Min-yoe, they fuck, and the sound design on that is so good too. Like all of the sound design is just perfect, honestly. It's just very well done. It's very, very, very well done. I should mention that I am reviewing the sub version of this show because I heard that the dub version is a fucking meme. And in the sub version, the worst part of it is the acting from the white people, evidently enough. The white people's dialogue and acting is fucking garbage. It's so bad. It's embarrassingly bad. It honestly is a disgrace. As a white person, I'm offended. And it's it's fucking terrible. And one of the white guys, he has this sort of breathy, gaspy, if you can satisfy me in 5 minutes, I'll change your life. And it's just so lame, and it sounds like he thinks he's better than everybody else, the actor, not the character. Which I know the characters are supposed to think that, but is the actor supposed to think that as well? And like, I don't know, great acting from the Koreans, but I worry about the dialogue, because if the dialogue is that badly written for the white people, I'm wondering if it's just that badly written for the Koreans as well, and just the subtitles did them justice. But either way, from what I read from the subtitles, pretty good dialogue and pretty great acting, especially from Ji-hoon's character and Sae-byuk's character. I think they did a wonderful job. Sang-woo's character also did great. Ali's character did so good. Like, they're all wonderful actors. They're all super talented. I hope their careers keep going because they deserve it. They've all done amazing work on this. And the movie does a good job of pushing characters to the extreme. Like, that's one of the best aspects of the story, is that it just pushes people to, like, the absolute limits of what they're capable of. And it's so unrelenting in how it pushes these characters to be completely evil and completely malicious and completely dark-sided. It unfortunately has a bit of a weak ending, setting up season 2 and everything like that, but overall the ending isn't like atrociously bad, it's just kind of bad. And it doesn't do a great job of allowing more interpretation or allowing more forethought into what might happen. It's just kind of a wet fart of an ending, unfortunately. And another thing is that the entire show was written and directed by one guy. His name is Hwang Dong-hyuk, and he does a phenomenal job with the direction. Like, his writing for the white people sucks balls, but his writing for the Korean people, pretty good. And his writing and his direction is so precise and meticulous and just so well done. He had a vision, this guy, and he fucking went after it. Like, it's super impressive, super impressive, and very, very interesting. Beautiful cinematography, creepy and effective music, the cinematography, the colors on this show are just wonderful. They're just wonderful. And unfortunately, the worst part of this show is that it's way too overdramatic. Like, there's slow motion and shit. There's parts where characters die where it's way too overdramatic. Way too many people are crying. It's not good. It's not fun. It's not effective. It's just kind of lame. And it doesn't allow for much interpretation. Like I mentioned, it doesn't allow for much character empathy. It's just way too overdramatic, which is kind of the style in Korean movies. Another bad point is that the detective subplot is not very interesting, unfortunately. It's just kind of weak and kind of lame, to be honest. It just doesn't work very well. And the twist was kind of poorly executed, that Il-nam was actually the one behind the game. It just wasn't very well done. I was expecting a lot more. I knew about the twist going into it, and the twist kept the show interesting at a lot of points. But unfortunately, it didn't actually, like... the twist didn't allow for a lot of emotion to be carried with the weight of what Il-nam did. The way that it was executed, at the very least. The twist itself is fine. It's just the execution of it that's kind of lacking. So, yeah, overall, those are my thoughts on Squid Game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really, really liked it. And I am going to give it a 65%. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you want to see me review next. Tell me in the comments below. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.